welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to go into the Dollar Tree and find all the things that you might not know that they have that are great for travel and van life. You can now find solar motion activated LED lights, and these have an LED light panel on the front with a little sensor. They have a solar panel on the top, and you can set these up by hanging them off of something, or what I did with mine was I actually put magnets on the back so I could put it on the side of my van, and this gives you a safety light, so if someone walks by, it turns on. If a critter walks by, it turns on. You can also have it set up where you can have it just on constantly with these. So this is a really great, easy Dollar Tree find for $5. Since I'm here with Riley just found another great Dollar Tree find. It's this right here. These are waterproof LED light packs. These are used in a variety of different ways. They're kind of like a puck light, as you can see. They are remote controlled. They're $5. And another tip, again, you can put these just in your vehicle, or you can add magnets to the back of them and stick them just about anywhere. Now with these, they do come in a variety of different colors, so you can kind of set your tone. But yeah, another $5 find here at Dollar Tree. Also have these that are already magnetic. They have a little sensor on them. It's a wireless light. Now these, because they don't have a solar panel, will have to run off of batteries, but you can use these as like little things in your van if you need lighting. Just getting started. There's tons of other lights here, including some very similar to what I started out with, these little push lights. Now the one downside to these is they will not stay going forever and ever and ever, so you're going to have to recharge them with batteries, and batteries can be an interesting endeavor on the road. But if you're not worried about having to replace batteries, these are great. They also are just a bright white light, so that's super handy. I'm here with Dad today, and you can see that Dad just found our next find at Dollar Tree. This is a steering wheel tray just like the one that I have. I ordered mine off of Amazon for many more dollars than $5, but you can find them at the Dollar Tree in the automotive section for only $5. The way this works is you put your steering wheel into place, you slide it up from the bottom, and it sits like this, and then you can use this for a computer. You can eat off of these. They are two-sided, so they have a little pencil holder area on one for a better workspace. And then this one has more of like a dip in there, so it has a lip for you. But yeah, this is a great Dollar Tree find. So if you need any kind of like travel bin for just about any scenario, you can find all sorts of different ones here at a reduced rate from like a local Walmart or Target. I really liked these when I first started out. I had these where they would connect in series, and then I could pull them out as one long drawer, and I could put tons of stuff in these, but I would zip tie them together and just store them under my bed. There really are tons of things that you can find for a very affordable price. It just goes to show that you don't have to have really expensive things to have nice things that work well for you. Now, another thing that I would definitely say would be worth it to you to pick up at a Dollar Tree, if you can find one near you, in this section right here where they have the nice $1 on one side and the $5 and $3 on the other, there are different kinds of mats. Now I personally like to have an entry mat into my van. It keeps all of the stuff from coming in, and I prefer a rubberized one. So you can look around and see that there are some kinds of rubberized ones that might work for you. Also, I cook on top of this, even with my table, so if something comes out, it does not get on my carpet. So having a rubberized mat can be a huge help. And these are, again, $3, $5, and then on the other side over here, we have some that are a thinner material that are like $1. Now, I have used these before. These are a little bit too flexible for me, so I recommend the $3 or $5 ones. Also, power is always important, and just for a quick cell phone charge whenever you're traveling, always keeping something in your bag is helpful. This one right here has 5,000 milliamp hours, and it's a high density battery that can be found at, again, Dollar Tree. All you have to do is plug in your phone, and then you can keep this out on a hike. This is why I like coming to Dollar Tree. They have so many great options. Dollar Tree is the home of cheap prices for good batteries, and I have definitely used the Dollar Tree for quite a few battery trips whenever I was using lights that required batteries, but also for some of my other electronics. And so there's always a good variety of different kinds here. Something else that I have used personally in my van a ton are zip ties and bungees, and they have both of those here in a variety pack. Both are $1.25. So if you're needing to secure items in your van, I've used these to put baskets together. I've used these to clamp my lights to the top part of my ribs of my van. And these are all in a variety of colors, but they also have just plain black and also the clear. And so you can find a variety. $1.25 is a steal to be able to solve a really difficult issue in your space. But then $1.25 for 2 of each of these larger sizes and then 1 of the super big size bungees. That's enough for most people in their vans right here, and it's only $1.25, as opposed to at Walmart the same amount would cost double this. So do have baby wipes, and sometimes you luck into them having the Huggies with the Tigger on it. Now it doesn't look like they have the Tigger ones right now. They just have the Mickeys. The Mickeys are not as good as the Tiggers, but they do have baby wipes of all sorts, and every person has their own individual kind that they like best, and I think that that's what makes it great. For me personally, the reason why I go for the Tiggers is because I have more sensitive skin, and they have a lighter fragrance, and they also don't peel. Sometimes baby wipes get peely in texture, and that's just not as good. Now, I do like to buy in bulk personally, but if you don't have the opportunity to do that, sometimes it's okay to just stop in and grab something at a lesser price point. Of course, they always have reusable bags where you can carry your groceries out to your van or take these as your gym bag if you're going to the showers. So they have these for $1.25, very inexpensive, very easy. Don't have to have something super nice, just something super efficient. Additionally, something that really helps me out are carabiners. I clip my keys to carabiners and then just clip them to my bag so they're easy to access with my pepper spray. I highly recommend anyone who is out hiking have their keys accessible at all times, just so that in case you need to use your pepper spray, you can. This is an easy way to like clip to the inner pocket of a bag, or you can also clip these onto a belt loop on your pants to keep your keys with you so you do not lose them. I love these because they are easy. They also have some that have a quick connect to keep them a bit more secure. Additionally, they have a lot of different like very easy tools here, which are great. They have cleaning supplies, which are awesome. And then there's something else that I want to show you. It's over in the arts and crafts though. Let's go over there. These are little containers that have a magnet on the back of them. These magnets are not super strong. However, if you're putting this on the inside of a shelf or something, it will hold up. I like to keep up with like ponytail holders and lighter items in these, and then it just gives them a nice place that they can be stored and then magnetized to my big magnetic shelf. Again, if it's on a wall, it's going to rattle, but if it's inside like an enclosed space, it'll just hold it in place perfectly. These are great. This is my absolute favorite tip. Whenever you have dirty shoes, if you cover them with a shoe cover, aka a shower cap, you won't end up getting all sorts of muck and mud or stickers or anything like that into your space. So what I do is I just make sure I take my shoes off outside and I put them immediately into one of these little caps, and then I set them inside on my mat, and that keeps them from getting destroyed. Now these are 2 for $1.25. These are the thicker ones. I definitely recommend the thicker ones because the thinner ones tear very easily. I've had some of the same shower caps for almost 4 years just because I'm just putting my shoes in them, and then whenever they start to get bad, I just replace them with some more. There's laundry soap. If you don't want to carry around a large one, you can get a small one cheaper than you can at the laundromat by going to a Dollar Tree. As always, if you come to Dollar Tree, they have all sorts of like snacks and things like that, which are great, but also they have a lot of different kinds of drinks. Some of my favorites are right up here. For hiking, you can find these. These are great because they're a nice little freeze-dried snack that is not terrible for you. It's a little piece of fruit and a little piece of delight. They also sometimes have the peaches and the strawberries. These are so good. Here they have the strawberry and banana ones right here. So again, super good, but they have all sorts of different kinds of snacks, including lots of different kinds of granola for a perfect hike, and all of the different kinds of candies. They also have canned goods and dry goods here, and maybe one of these days we'll take a Dollar Tree shopping trip where we just show all the cool things that we can get at the Dollar Tree to eat. This is where I picked up all of my first van kind of accessories for cooking. I have a whole series of these kind of items. These are all silicone. They're easy to clean on the road. They don't take up a lot of room. They are smaller and more efficient. You can get pretty much every kind, even down to tongs. And these tongs are pretty good considering that they're so small. I kept up with mine for quite a while. If you don't want something that is smaller in size and you have a bit more space though, they have a big variety here. And you can get pretty much any color and texture that you're looking for, from plastics to metals. And so these are much more inexpensive than going even to like a Dollar General or a Walmart. And last but not least, I definitely recommend chip clips. I use chip clips for so many different things other than just bags, and they are really, really handy. I keep these attached to my shelf just kind of in the upright like this. So anytime that I need something, I can just grab and go for a quick snap. And I usually have at least 6 to 10 of these in the van so that I can use them for different things. And so if I'm doing that, I could pick up probably as many of them as I needed for a much better price than, again, the other retailers, which is why, once again, we like Dollar Tree. You'll see every kind of storage container that you could ever want, and also all sorts of other kitchen items. I think it's so important to realize that even though sometimes our FOMO might be that we see something on someone's channel and we're influenced to get the bigger, more expensive thing, we can also find the cheaper thing at a place like a Dollar Tree, and it is so handy. We all start out somewhere, so remember, we don't have to be fancy pinky out. Just because something is expensive does not make it better. So with that said, remember, we're not here for a long time, but we are here for a good time. If you're interested in seeing a Dollar Tree shopping trip for van life, let me know and I'll take you along to show you what we can find. Till next time, bye.